Are you Andre? You here? Okay. Did you accept it? Okay, there we go. It said bring them on camera. I think you have to accept something. Do you see anything on your end to say accept? There we go. Whew. Wants to be in your camera. Adding. Connecting. Finally. Whew.
No, right? Can you hear me?
Goodness gracious, this technology. Oh my gosh.
Right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. What's going on?
Man, this technology. This is the second time today I done had this like, okay, how do you figure this stuff out? I feel like I'm 60 years old or something. Like I'm not that new to Facebook. Okay, come on now.
All good, all good.
So for those who are on, we're gonna like and share so we can get this platform out here. Today, the platform is keeping it real. So we're gonna have real conversations with real people. Um, tonight, this is my second interview tonight, and I have in my opinion, one of the baddest drummers in Detroit, and Mr. Uh, Dre Bell. Um, Now, I was so happy that you accepted this. Sometimes we get so busy, or things happen in life, and you be like I'm just gonna be on chill mode. I don't want to do anything. And yesterday morning, it was one of those things like you already a connector. Let's open the doors for people to have a real conversation,
Right.
whether it's the ups and downs of the pandemic, before the pandemic, with you being a married man, and shouts out to your wife and your family. Now you have three kids, two
Yes.
boys and a new addition and a little baby
Yeah.
girl.
I have my beautiful
um,
friend.
we could talk about what's going on with the family, what's going on. Are you touring? Before you even get into that, I'm gonna tell them how I met you. So I want to say this was maybe 2015, 16. I want to say maybe or 16, 17, maybe one of them. Um, I had already knew who you were before I actually officially met you.
Okay.
Because when you're in the gospel world or you in music, you kind of know the end people, and you are an end person. So I knew who you were before I actually met you. So when I actually physically met you, we were at downtown at the River Days. Marcus Divine, and well, I forgot the guy that was playing the keyboards.
I,
Eric,
I had a
Eric,
yeah.
you
Eric
guys
Rose.
were playing behind 112, correct?
Correct. Correct.
So at the time, I'm writing for the magazine, Here Our City, shout them out. I'm writing for the magazine, and I look on stage. You were practicing. You was getting your stuff together, and your wife and your sons, I believe, were sitting in the audience. While you were practicing, you guys were practicing. I didn't notice you. I noticed Marcus Divine, and
Okay.
I was like, at the time, husband, uh, do you know that's Marcus Divine? He like, Who's Marcus Divine? I'm like, you don't know who Marcus Divine is? Like, are you kidding me? And
Yeah.
so I'm itching up. My husband at the time was taking pictures of you guys while you guys were practicing. After you guys smashed the hits with 112, which was one of the best concerts that I've seen,
Oh
you
wow.
guys came off stage and they was like, "You want to take pictures with him?" I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Heck yeah!" So we took pictures. We took pictures with your family. That night, I uploaded all these pictures, sent it to you guys. Like, if you ever want, a family portrait, all of that stuff, we got you. Next thing I know, I see you at some other events, and I'm thinking, hey, you probably wouldn't remember me, and you did. You was like, yeah, I remember you. You was at the nah, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, this cool. So I've seen you several times at different events, and you still been the same dude. Like the last time I saw you, we had just did a
Um,
play, and you were
yep.
doing the music. I was singing, and I'm like, what you doing here? Like, what you doing here? So, like I said, every time I bump into you, wherever we are, you are still always the same Dre. Like, hey, what's up? How you doing? I always ask about your family. And so I'm a subway into what are you doing these days as far as the with the pandemic going on?
These days, I am more focused on being a father, more
Mm-hmm.
focused a better husband. Of course, during this pandemic, they've shut my world, meaning when I say my world, like the touring world down. So I haven't been on tour in the last, probably say 8 9 months since the pandemic has hit us. So that has forced my hand to actually go to staff. I've been working at UPS for the past, I want to say 2 3 weeks now. But it's cool. Like this pandemic has like brought me and my wife closer. Um, I'm able to see my kids actually grow. Not saying that I'm not, but when I'm on the road, I miss a lot of moments
Yeah.
that I'm not missing now. So I'm grateful for that. Even a lot of people will say the pandemic is like has hurt us, but I think it's kind of like helped a lot of people, especially
Okay.
me, and that I'm always working. I'm always on the road. I work a lot, so um that's what I've been doing. But I have my own studio here at the house, as you can see. Um, so I'm able to record drums for anybody who need live drums. So I'm able to do that. So that's why I asked, can we go at 6:30? Because I was down here doing some work. But as far as that, that's what I've been doing since the pandemic. Just concentrating on being a better man, better husband, better father.
So, I know you play basketball too.
Yes.
So, outside of, that's, form of exercise and just being around people playing basketball, something that you love. What have you, been doing to try to, stay in shape and since you can't really go to a gym right now?
You hit it, right on the head. I do stuff down here, in my basement, as far as working out. You still can go to the gym and get personal workouts in. So she didn't shut that all the way down. So I've been going to my boys' gym and getting personal workout in, like getting my shots up, doing like my little suicide and stuff like that, just to stay afloat.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So, you guys are still kind of new. I'm gonna say newlyweds, but you guys only been married how long now?
yeah, 4 years.
4 years. And like I said before, for those who don't know, you just had a new addition, and she's so beautiful.
We
Um,
did.
how has it been? Usually, like you said, you're on the road. You're always, pretty much gone, or you're, on doing something with music. How has it been really like getting back into a different routine with her and with the kids? I know you were saying that like this is bringing us closer. So what are some of the things that you guys are doing to, keep the fire going since you can't go out or, um,
It's
visit
pretty
people.
like you instead of having the ability to go to the movies, we'll have a movie night here. You know what I'm saying? So we'll just watch, movie, have a movie, see a movie we want to watch. We'll find it, just sit there and just enjoy each other's company, or you know, uh, just having conversations, being communicating more, um, having real adult conversations. As like what are things we can be better at as a wife? What are things I can be better as a husband? What are your goals for me as a husband? What are your goals for what I have for her as a wife? And just being real with each other. Um,
Mhm.
these past like I said, these past 8 9 months, we were able to just sit down and just have conversations. Things we wasn't able to do because I was always on the go. So it'd be
Mhm.
like I'm on the phone, what I'm saying? But I'm like, oh, hey, babe, I gotta go. I got sound check, what I'm saying? So now that I don't have to do that, it's our communication has gotten stronger. I tell her this every day, like I'm falling more and more in love with her every day. You know what I'm saying? Just by me just being here with her every day. And like really shouts out to my wife Tila Bill. Like I get to see how frustrating it can be.
Kids. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And I got two energetic boys on top of having a newborn.
Mhm.
So like man, shouts out to my wife, man. I love her so much, man. But just seeing her and watching her just do the things she do and be as strong as she is. That's yeah. I,
That's
she's amazing.
dope. That's very important because actually there was a commercial I saw recently and they were just like, I wish, my husband can see what I do on a daily. Like I'm not just here. You know what I'm
Right?
saying? On a daily basis. Um it's more than just cooking, it's more than just, changing diapers and all of this stuff. You really have to interact with your kids. So for you to actually see it hands on, that and to give her help every now and then,
Ab-
like, you know having children, I can imagine, especially three, um can be a handful if you don't have the support system in
Absolutely.
place. And that I'm glad you brought that up. I'm very glad about that. um I've always wondered, when you have somebody that is a musician in your family, that it something genetic is passed on. Like, did your parents play, an instrument or anything like
Uh,
that?
funny. My mom sung and my dad played drums. My dad is the only musician in his family, and
Mm,
just so happened that he plays drums.
mm-hmm,
My mom and her sisters and one brother, they started, a group back in the way back in the day. But it was in church.
mm-hmm,
And my dad ended up playing for them way down, saying the road. And that's how I was created. He met my mom, in the
mm-hmm,
church, and here I am. But yeah, my dad plays drums. Phenomenal drummer, Detroit legend in my eyes. His name is Andre Bill Senior. Shout out to my pops and my mom Latrina. But yeah, that's where my gifts comes from. My mom sings and my dad plays drums.
okay, so what is the earliest memory that you have as far as like with the drums? Is that like it was forced on you, or did the drums
Nope,
pick
that's
you?
crazy. It wasn't forced. It was almost like it just fell in my lap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it was almost one of the moments where I knew like, okay, this is what I want to do, and I've been doing it ever since I was two.
So, with that being said, so all the time, like you were in school, were you in band and all of that stuff?
Absolutely. Um, my dad put me in high school. He took me to a school called Livonia Franklin, and I ended up joining their jazz band. And so
History.
that, yeah, yeah.
I've um I've watched you play, both, in front of me, as well as like when you would go to the jazz clubs, or the I don't know if it was a bar per se, but was it Nikki's or something like that? Like some of the lounges around Detroit,
And
and
I,
you would play,
Nikki's
and
on point.
I would get on your live. I won't say nothing, but I just like the vibes that you play with different ones. Your craft, you could tell that you have taken time out to perfect your craft. Um, so shout out to you for being dedicated to that. You know, sometimes we have a gift and we don't take the time to actually perfect it, and you know we could do more, but we choose not to. Um,
Absolutely.
Also, a lot of the people might not know that you have toured with some of the baddest groups of our time. Can you tell a little bit some of your stories on the road with these people?
I don't have stories. I don't know. Like I just don't like the stories that I do have are like they're mind blowing to me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, like I will look. Well, matter of fact, I have a story. We were in St. Louis. It's the first year we was on tour. This was 2017. First year, first tour we did, and we were in St. Louis. And it's the show's going is amazing. And so we was in the middle of the song. We was actually getting ready to end the show. And I look up, I look out. I had been like at least close to like 20,000 plus
Mm-hmm.
in that night. And I look out and I see everybody's like doing this. And I look up. So I happen to look up and I'm like, wow, like like I'm living my dream right now. I'm like I'm on tour. I'm playing in front of 20,000 plus people. Like that moment right there for me was absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. That's like one of the greatest moments I'll have to say in my life that I experienced.
So who as far as the groups that you play for, because I some people don't know you play in churches as well as secular. Who are some of the I guess best bands to play for, or best groups to play for?
Uh, I played with some, excuse me, a lot of artists. To be honest with you, I haven't really played with anybody like gospel wise. I haven't been on the road with nobody. It's been mainly R&B. I
Mhm.
can play gospel music. That's where I'm.
Oh, I know.
That's where I come from. But like, I just made a good living doing R&B. First artist I played with, her name was Kelly Price. That was my no. Let me take that back. Before Kelly, it was a group called Intro. That's the first group I
I
played.
know Ribbon in the Sky rendition. What? Of course
Yes,
I know.
that was the very first group I played with was
Okay.
Intro. Second group was not group, but Kelly Price was the second person I played. In between her, because I started doing both at the same time. I started playing for Dwelle. I played for
Okay.
Dwelle and Kelly Price for a matter of 2 to 3 years. Move on from Kelly and Dwelle. Started playing for 112.
Mhm.
Playing for 112 landed me the gig with Jagged Edge and Genuine at the same
Mhm.
time.
Mhm.
Did some things for both of those artists, mainly Genuine. From Genuine, we land these tour gigs, and I end up playing for Ashanti, played for Bobby Valentino, I played for Lloyd, and I've played for Pretty Ricky. I've also had the opportunity. I didn't tour with her, but I had the opportunity to play for Layla Hathaway. I want to say 2016. We was at Essence when I did that.
Wow.
Another great moment in my career, in my life. Like
Yeah.
playing for her was like absolutely incredible. Incredible. So
That woman, if I ever met her in
she's
person, I
she
probably would pass
was
out.
like, probably one of the greatest human beings I've ever met. She's like
I can believe that.
she's very humble. She's
She's in my opinion doesn't get the recognition that she should. Like if you have a person that can basically sing any scale,
Do whatever she wants.
do whatever in
Do
any
what
genre of music,
she can do
there's
whatever.
no way the whole wide world doesn't know who Layla Hathaway is.
Do whatever she.
I got a chance to see her in concert at Shane Park maybe 2 years ago, and I was in awe. Like, do that run again, sing this. What can you not do is unbelievable. So it to play for her, I can imagine.
Incredible
Um,
moment. Incredible moment.
um, just the humbleness. Like even when I see her in interviews and things of that nature, and that's a shout out to you too. Um, you could have the big head if you wanted to, but because every time I see you, you're always humble. I know for a fact that God is always gonna have open doors for you, always.
I don't know no other way to be. Um, I show people the love I want to receive on my end,
Right,
and you know, I get a shirt off my back. I love doing and you know, and I love doing for people, and I love seeing people do great things. So that's just me. I want people to treat me the same way I would want to be treated. So that's just how I live my life. I'm full of love, full of compassion, and just want to see great things in our, especially in our black community.
right. So, do are we looking forward to another generation of Bells playing the drums? Like, is your
I
son
want, I, I
playing?
want, I want, I want to say yeah. Both of my boys come down here when I'm playing. They down here playing.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say yeah. If it's not drums, it's gonna be something musically.
Yeah.
So I know my oldest. He plays, but he loves singing too. So you're
Okay.
gonna see something musically with him. He loves playing the keys. My wife actually plays the keys though. A lot of
Really?
people
I did not know
don't
that.
know that. My wife actually plays the keys. Uh,
Wow. I didn't know
um,
that.
she hasn't in a while, but she plays. So it's like the the musicality part. Our kids are going to do it somewhere down the
Mhm.
line. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm not forcing them to do what Daddy does. You don't have to do
Right.
what Daddy do. Of
Right.
course, they're going to want to do it because they see me doing it,
Yeah.
but um, but I'm not putting that pressure on them. That's a major shoe to fill, and I'm not
Right.
going to put pressure on you. But if they choose to, wear those shoes, I'm all for it. I want my kids to be better than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want them to be greater. Like you see what Daddy doing, take it to another level. And
Right. Which is what
that's
we're
what I
supposed to do as
yeah,
parents to,
that's what I wanted to do. My dad didn't have the, and not that he couldn't, he just put his kids first. And so I wanted to live out my dream and his dream at the same time of
mm,
traveling the world playing.
mm.
And so I just took the gift that he passed down, I just took it to a whole nother level. And so that's what I'm going to store into my kids. Whatever you want to do, basketball, drums, whatever it is you want to do, just take it to another level.
That's what's up. That's the dope. I think I was more excited, probably more than you, when we actually was like, okay, this is what we doing at this time. We going live. I kept saying that you are, like I said, one of the dopest Detroit drummers that I know.
I appreciate
There's others that I look up to. I can't play an instrument. Now I can sing, but I can't play an instrument worth nothing. I tried to play the drums and it was horrible. Horrible. I said I will stick to the craft that God has given me, and that's to sing and not play an instrument.
I,
Um.
I wish I could play the
Oh,
keys.
no, 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 no. And you know you can sing, so don't do that.
I'm
Don't do that.
okay when it comes to singing, man.
No, 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 no.
I,
Uh-uh.
I'm okay.
Remember, you played a track to me, and I was
Yeah,
like, that is not you singing. You was
yeah,
like, yes, it is. I said, how you
yeah.
sing and play the drums too? You kidding me?
I
I was
told you
like, well,
I come from good.
that was one um kept secret that no one knew. I said, oh no. Now that I look at you, I was like, now you in the vocal category. Like,
Uh,
no. So are you working on the album while while
I
you
am.
playing?
I am. I'm down here at pretty much every day trying to get the stuff finished. At one point, I didn't think people would like it, but I just got to a point to saying like it doesn't matter if people don't, go to like it or not. So you just got to finish your goal, and so that's my goal is to get it finished and release it. And so
And the
hopefully,
thing is, you never know. Like, because of who you are, people probably gonna support it regardless. And then you probably, because you probably, critique yourself a lot. You're probably more harder on yourself
I
than
de-
it
I
really
definitely,
is. You be like, Dre, are you kidding me? This is perfect. Where
I,
did no? I need to be tweaked. This need no.
no, I
Mm-mm.
definitely, the record is more so album is more so based upon like love, black love, pretty much. And it's not even just black love, just love. Period. Like I don't care who you are. Like I wanted to create something that keep relationships, couples, marriages, and things together. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that was my goal for this project. So I got a lot of I ain't gonna say a lot of features, but I got a couple features that's gonna be on here. Of course, I'm singing on one track. But I got Angela Davis singing.
Who's
Um,
another one that I gotta
yeah,
get on here?
yeah, she's incredible. I got my boy LG, of course. Gotta have my brother um, Joe Pare is on here. So it's going to be a project just mainly, just reaching out to the love community, and it's going to be dope. It's going to be super, 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 super dope. Shout out to my brother Deshaun Jones who helped with it, man, helped me produce it. My brother John Dixon, my brother Drew Keys. Shout out to them guys helping me, man.
So
Get
far distance, me and him are actually related.
Drew. Wow, wow.
I want to say, one of his siblings is my cousin, which still makes him related to me. But yes, we call
Oh,
ourselves cousins.
okay, okay.
Small world.
It is very small, especially in Detroit. Especially in Detroit.
Yes.
Especially in
And
Detroit.
I'm glad you had said that because sometimes, in the waiting process of where we are now, we didn't know this pandemic was going to happen, but God did. And
Yeah.
sometimes we got to take it as, this our vacation time. It's our time to have a closer walk with Him and not worry about other stuff. As He showed us many times over and over again, He's still providing for us. He's still protecting us. He's still giving us witty ideas because this didn't come from us; they came from Him. And even in the relationship that you're talking about, I just got married in September.
Congrats. Congrats.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're working on a project to come out. And he actually, does music too. And so I get to sing with him, and our album basically is going to be different levels of relationships, whether it's, your family and love relationship with your husband, your wife, your friends, um, old relationships that, you want to say, peace out. You thought this was going to be the end of me, but it ain't.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we really working on one about our dads. We both lost them in recent years, and our fathers were one that wasn't just the father in the home; they was the father in the neighborhood.
Okay.
So that was a really touching story. So sometime next year, um, we'll be having an album out as well. So I'm just grateful, thankful, um, that you are in a space that you're in. I look forward to your story being out there and hearing your chops and basically the singing as well as playing
Yeah, it's gonna be super, 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 super dope. And I'm excited, man. And I'm just ready to release to the world. We're almost done with it, just ready to release it. So be on the lookout. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna name it, but be on the lookout.
for sure. I wouldn't even. What was your daughter's name? What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Michaela Grace.
Hmm. Interesting.
Michaela Grace. It's my baby's name.
Yeah, she is gorgeous.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
seen her picture actually recently. I was like, wow, this is mm 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 mm. Mm. I'm looking forward to the venues to open back up too. I know
I
people
now
are
I'm running.
itching to get
I'm
out
running.
here.
I'm running in there. I am running in those venues. I'm so ready to play and play into the people, man. It's ain't like you have no idea. You have no idea.
I
But until
believe it.
then, I'm down here just practicing, getting better. Or I'm just down here recording drums. I'm actually sending Drew something right now. That's
Right. So even in that, like, I'm itching to, get out there and sing. And she'll be up there with Angela because when I see her, she be, at the weddings and different. She was just at was she at an award? No, where was she at recently? Was it the Thanksgiving parade?
I think she just did the Thanksgiving parade.
So to really get out there and perfect your craft. And the time I saw you before the play was at the place out in Highland Park.
Well, A Dot, my another brother.
Yes,
He was doing that.
yes.
He was
It
doing that.
was you and
Uh
Frank Simmons.
Frank
And
and my boy Mike Taylor. Yeah.
listen, I still have the recording on my phone. Okay, I recorded the whole session.
They
Like,
was just having fun, man. They was having fun. I thank God for my brothers too, man. They're my guys.
yeah, and I recently Frank just put out an album, right?
Him and my other little brother, Buddy Brown, Buddy Brown.
It's ridiculous how
Yep.
much talent is in Detroit when it comes to music. Period. I'm gonna have matter of fact, I'm just gonna let it out here. So tomorrow, I have an interview with Marcus Divine.
Oh wow. Okay. 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 Big
So
brother. Big brother.
yes,
He changed. Like he literally changed my life. Literally. I'm not joking. Big bro. He gave me a chance, man, and we've been rocking together ever since. 10 plus years going.
wow.
So he and I tell people this all the time. Marcus didn't like my plan at first. Marcus didn't like my plan at first. Marcus thought I was too busy, but I was. He met me when I was 18. You know what I'm saying? I was just I was really just trying to show people that I could play,
Hmm.
and he's the person that got me my first major gig, and that was with Intro. Um, I was sitting at the crib, and Eric Pruitt introduced us. Eric was like, "What you doing right now, bro? I need you to come to this rehearsal." I'm like, "Cool, I'll come." Ended up going to rehearsal, and the rest is history. We've been on the road, touring, all that good stuff together. So shout out to my big bro Marcus, the Heat Models Divine. Love you, big brother. You already know how I feel about you, man. Straight genius in my eyes, man. So shout out to him, man.
Wow. I'll always believe that this is another thing that I'll say, just keeping it real, the connections that people have no idea, the people that and you one person one step away from that one deal or that one person that just finished the puzzle out. And again, um I can't even remember. I've been seeing Marcus Divine all around Detroit at different things. And to meet him in person, and it was like, why you never said nothing? Like, but you Marcus Divine. He was like, man, don't do that. He's so humble. Like,
Man,
he was
one of,
like, no,
one of
don't do
the
that.
greatest people in the world you want to meet. One of the most loving dudes you want to meet. Like for real. When I say Marcus is give the shirt off his back to help somebody in need, he's that guy. He loves people. He loves seeing people reach their goals. He loves helping people reach
Right.
Marcus. That's just Marcus. So, and that's really why we click so well, because pretty much like the same person.
Same
Like we
person.
want to help. Like we want to see people do good. We want to see people succeed in life. That's what I love about Big Bro. Took a chance. He's seen something in me, and he wanted me to
Mm.
succeed. And it just all happened. We've been doing
And that's good. That's where you know you reach back to a person. Like you might not have everything right now, but if you stick with me, you'll get, you know, you'll get some and you'll get more. And then
and
it's your
pretty much
responsibility
what it
to, you know, give back to somebody else.
That's pretty much but just stick with me. Look, I got you. And he didn't let me down.
Wow. This is awesome. Um so with, you know, with you going back to UPS, and you know trying to make ends meet right now, once the venues open.
Yeah, you can say goodbye to you.
Thank you.
You can say
Thank you
goodbye.
very much.
Yeah,
Because
but we'll
being,
see.
you know, being out there, that's a whole nother beast in itself. You know, I just
It is
walked away from the post office. I was there for 3 years carrying the mail, and
okay.
it's mm-mm. Shouts out to all those who do that, but this ain't the season for it.
Same thing. Uh, but like I said, being a man, being a husband and provider, got to make things. You know what I'm saying? The kids ain't they not they stress, and so they worries ain't my worries. So they looking for them. So daddy got to do what he got to do to make sure he got a good. So and I'm a guy who don't mind working. I've I've had a 9 to 5 before. It's just I worked it out where I didn't have to work, and
Mm.
now it's like okay, now I got to go back to work. Um, and it's all good. It slowed me down and set me down. Like I said, my family, me and my wife is closer. Than we ever have
And
been.
that's most important.
That's most important. I tell her all the time, if we're not good, the kids won't be good. We have to be solid for them to be solid. And
Right.
and that's what we've been pretty much been kind of making sure we are solid so they can be good. Because kids pick up on stuff like that.
Yes,
You know,
that's true.
they see daddy not getting along. They pick up on it. We have to do our best to pick up on them and make sure the house is in good. But not every day it's not going to be peaches and cream. That's just reality. We're gonna have our disagreements, but it's good that we're able to sit, talk and not yell and not sit
Right.
talk and have a conversation. So that's been our main goal. That's just pretty much what I concentrate on, making sure my house is good and before I go to the world. So what I've
That's
been doing
good because
it.
even when it comes, you know, the opportunity to come back out and get out here, you have another way, another strategy how to make the family work now, where
Absolutely.
now you're proactive versus reacting to it. So now you have a plan contingently when this, you know, the world opens back up again, how we
Hmm.
going to run the household, how things are going to go now that, you know, we good. We on solid ground right now. And all we can do is go up from here, not backwards, not down. You know, everything is gonna work. It
Absolutely.
was something else I wanted to. Oh, have you ever did any work with another good drummer from Detroit, Mr. Myron Bell?
Having everybody asks me, and me and Myron are related. We are not related. I have yet to do any work. Looking forward to it though, because Myron is an OG in the city. He's I was gonna say he's a legend.
I
Myron is
actually know
incredible.
him too.
Yeah, he's Myron incredible. Love Myron, but we have not worked together yet. Yeah,
That is well. Um, Myron. I knew him uh when I was preteen actually. I was going to the church with Derek Starks' father, Derek Starks, Lena Starks,
hmm
and he always was doing work with them. So that's how I knew Myron. And we did the like the big choirs that they
yeah.
used to do every year. and
Oh yeah.
Myron was the drummer. So I'm like, I'm close, but have these conversations. And again, he's another humble person that
Absolutely.
when you meet him is like, don't put me on no celebrity, don't put me on that type of stuff. I'm just a regular old person, and just so happily I play drums. That's it. So if we can stay on humble street, there's no limit to where God will take us, period, in our giftings. So I know I didn't probably took up enough of your time, but I thank you so much.
No, I thank
um
you. This platform, yeah,
um
experience it, share life right now. I appreciate you for real.
when I did this, it was like, I have two pieces of paper now that's filling up of people that I want to interview. And everybody is on board with it. Like, this is the opportunity to um put your product out there for free advertisement. You know what I'm saying? Put your name out there. Some people might not even know who you are. Like I said, I'm talking to retired military people, um, writers, authors, filmmakers, people in the music industry, the regular 9 to 5 person. You know what I'm saying? Like, we out here putting out that regardless of this pandemic, we still can make it. We ain't stopping. This thing stop nothing. We out here, promoting hope. We out here
Absolutely.
promoting that we got faith that beyond this, I'm still gonna make it. I had no idea that doing the magazine and singing and all of these different things would bring me back into this spot right now, having a conversation with Mr. Bell. I
Abs-
didn't know that. All I can do is yield and say, okay, yes, I'm gonna do this, and doors start opening, opportunities start opening, just like for you. You said yes to Marcus, and it's been smooth sailing ever since. Same
so, so
thing. So we have a responsibility that, when the doors open for us, that we open the door for somebody else. Who knows
mhm.
who's listening to this that's been encouraged by listening to you. First of all, on top of all of that, I must say, not only that, but you and your wife are a young, black, successful couple married with 3 children.
Yeah, yeah.
Need I
We'll
say
sit.
that again?
Yeah, we'll sit
A
back and
young,
we
black.
I she'll get mad if she heard me say, but she's older than my wife is older. My wife
Y'all
is
still
35.
young.
My wife's 35.
I'm older than both of y'all.
That's good. That's good.
I'm just saying.
She teased me. She gets mad when I tease her. I tell her you closer to 40 than I am. I got 8 more years. You got.
Listen, just the fact that you guys is being shown that, to our younger generation, that this marriage is possible.
Oh,
And even
absolutely,
in this,
absolutely. I
I knew you were mentoring young, that was another thing, young kids. So I'm
yeah.
like, this is an opportunity to mirror that. Like,
I worked
look,
in the school for 4 years.
right.
Doing that.
I remember because I think I was talking to A Dot about it, and
I
he was
still
like, you was in mentoring too.
yeah, I still have great communication with the guys that I was coaching and mentoring. They still call me, still get advice from me, and that's pretty much what all I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be an example to them, to show them like you know what I'm saying what I'm doing, what you're seeing. You don't have to be what your home life is. You don't have to become. There's other ways, there's other avenues that you can take to become a better. You know what I'm saying? Like and I just wanted them to see that, hey man, like y'all are the future. And if y'all don't get it together, the world is not gonna be what we need it to be. We need y'all to come up with better ways, better situations to put us in, as we get older. Because y'all are the future. So I just want them the guys, man, just to understand, like, dude, what you see at home, you ain't gotta be. Take a different route. Take a different route. And I lived that. I wanted to show them that every single day I stepped in that school.
Hmm.
So all I want to
I have an opportunity. I reached out to I know you remember and one, right?
absolutely.
So I started binge watching a couple of weeks ago. I got up to season 9, and I'm like, where's these people at? Because they had an impact on kids, not just kids, just they were our younger version of the Globetrotters,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but they were more than that. They transitioned the game of basketball. You had the NBA players being in all with them. You know what I'm saying? And I reached out to one of them, and I was like, I'm still watching the N1 like you. I don't play basketball anymore, but when I was playing, I was sitting up there watching the N1 mistape. Like, okay, so he liked it and he hearted on it. And while I was doing this, guess what I did? I went back. I said, do you still do interviews? He said, yes. Matter of fact, I got a project coming up. I'll keep you in mind when I do it.
I actually know somebody personally that you can talk to who was part of M1. Yeah, I this, this my big brother Rob. They called him Wolverine. He was part of M1. Get in contact with him and have you do an interview. He was act
See,
Rob actually
what did
did
I just say?
Rob actually did he did M1 and he was overseas for a minute.
Well,
He's very successful now
I
too.
think I did see that. I want to say he was in season 8, 7, and 8.
Probably yeah, 'cause Rob was on the
He was on the tail end of it.
tail end
I
of
know
M1.
exactly who it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
That's
My,
crazy.
that's big bro right there. That's my guy.
We just had this conversation, did we not? I'm like, are you kidding me?
my guy.
Yeah, so I'm like, if you don't say nothing, if you don't speak those things as though they were, who would have known? Like, ugh.
Yeah, yeah.
So shouts out to you for again for being the mentor, being the man that you are, your wife, your beautiful kids,
Thank you.
and
Thank
that you showing the world regardless that I might be young, I'm still trying to figure these things out, but I'm not leaving my wife. I'm not abandoning my family. I got to do what I got to do to make sure that my household is good. And
I'll
I
be less.
know.
I'll be less of a man about a man. Uh, I cherish my kids. I definitely cherish my wife. That's just she's a rock that leave like that rock that down, and if she ain't good, this whole house is in crumbles. So my job is to make sure she's good. My job is to make I try to help around the house. I'm getting better at it. First, it was rock. I wouldn't. Getting better at it.
Right.
Be, be our marriage ain't like that, but you know, working 4 years in, every day is a learning curve.
Absolutely.
Still learn each other. We learn each other to the day we die. That's just what it is. Especially her being her, and she has so many mood swings, and so that's just that husband and picking mood swings. I that's another goal, a personal goal, is just to learn, learn not just her main language, learn other language.
The other
You
languages.
know,
It is 5 of them.
it's a follow up. I know her, saying
Mhm.
picking up other languages will help me along the way. So
Absolutely.
that's just my goal, man.
Absolutely.
That's it, man. My three, a better father.
That is awesome. Like I said, I enjoyed this conversation.
I
Please
enjoyed it
like
too.
and share.
please, y'all follow
Uh,
Sunshine on Facebook. I know she got an Instagram, but man, make this up for her. Share it, share it, share it.
yeah. Then we'll talk offline of trying to catch up with Wolverine.
I got you.
Um.
Like I'm going to send him a text message like as soon as we get off here. Let him know
Okay.
that you somebody who want
All right. Well, you make sure you kiss the boys and that beautiful young lady.
I will,
Um. Tell your wife hello,
I
and
will,
I will catch up with you soon. Like I said,
I
like and share. And blessings on your family and your household, your project, everything you do will turn to gold.
thank you.
All right, see you soon.
See you soon.
All right, bye.